how's it going, guys? I'm just going to be making a little video just to keep the content saturated. If you hear me sniffing throughout the video, it's because I've got a really bad cold and it's also hay fever season. So my life is fun right now. Anyway, on with the video. Right, so we're going to be doing the top 5 maps that I think are the best in tf2, starting from the 5th, going down to the best. Let's jump into it. So, it's pretty obvious what the first one's going to be, because if you have a best maps list and this is not on your best maps list, then what's your problem? It's PL Upward. What more do I need to say about it? It's upward and it's payload. It's a lot of fun, but unfortunately it's oversaturated to the point where I don't want to play it anymore, because there's way too many servers running upward, and the same thing kind of happens with tf2, but tf2 has meme stars. I like the design of the map. Like, if we just like go up out of the map, it's literally just a huge sort of spiral, I guess. Think the Helix fossil from Pokemon. That's the same sort of design. If I had to say like what the best part of the map is for me, it's definitely not the last point, because Jesus, trying to attack this sometimes is absolute garbage, trying to defend this is absolute garbage. It just can't make up its mind whether it wants to be a solid last or not. First point, you either lose it or you don't. That's just the way it works. You either win at first point or you go to last point. Rarely you'll get stopped on second, but second's the highlight of the design for me, because of the fact that you have to push the cart through lower, through the mine shaft sort of thing. But you can also just go over the top of it, which is good design, because it gives you, like, splitting the path into upper and lower and having them be easy to access sort of gives you, like, varying height advantages, but they don't affect each other. They're like their own separate sort of. You can have a fight going on above the cart and on the cart at the same time, and they won't really impact each other a lot, but it's an interesting dynamic, and I think this point is one of the reasons why people like Upward so much. Well, that and because damn the cliff. Damn this cliff. Anyway, we're now just going to continue on to the next map, which is PLR Nightfall and PLR Pipeline. Yeah, that's the one. These two maps just have a special place for me, personally, because these were all I used to play when I was new to tf2. All I would play was Nightfall and Pipeline, and this is kind of the reason why I developed a love for, like, the rain aesthetics in tf2. Not much else that I can really say about it, other than, yeah, it looks nice. Like, just looking at it, it's fairly simple, like, it's a fairly simple design. And you can tell it's like a mirrored map, but it's still fun in its own right. Like, if there were no other payload race maps and Hightower didn't exist, I'm pretty sure everyone would be happy with just leaving this as a side mode. But yeah, it's payload race. I mean, what more can you say about payload race? I've never seen anyone use this side room here with a health pack. Never seen anyone use it. But, you know, it might be fun. Again, these small out-of-bounds areas, like with the lighting effects and stuff, to make them... It's like the aesthetics that draw me towards these maps. The gameplay is still solid, don't get me wrong, I do enjoy Payload Race. But if they're all one interconnected map, so that does make frame rates dip quite a bit, because you can see they're all the same file, but they just swap spawn points every round. So this is, I believe, second, yeah. There's a small hole in the roof there. Yeah, so the map design's not exactly flawless, I'll say, but it's alright for what it is. I do enjoy Nightfall, but now we're going to move on to Pipeline and talk about what I like about that. Because I do love Pipeline as well. I'm a big fan of Pipeline. Just because it's freaking Pipeline. And the amount of unexpected, crazy, stupid stuff you can do on Pipeline still blows my mind. Because I'm learning about this stuff more and more day by day. Let me just cancel waiting for players.
Gentlemen?
There we go. The main things sort of about this map. Where to begin? You can do some crazy ass jumps.
Mission begins in 30 seconds.
Like, not even a soldier, a scout, you can do some dumb stuff. Like, you can go from the cart over here, if the cart's there, or if there's like a stepping stone or something, someone you can jump on. You can do a lot of stuff. I'm not entirely sure if this is still possible. Yeah, it should be.
Begins in 10 seconds.
Yeah, it's easy with an atomizer.
5,
But, you know,
4,
same sort of stuff I said about
1.
Same sort of stuff I've said about the other Payload Race map, Payload Race Nightfall. Same sort of thing, design's very simple, but it doesn't really need more than that to do well. Because the aesthetics are nice enough to make me want to replay it over and over again. And this is second, so it's got the enclosed flank sort of at the top, connecting these two side buildings. And there's like a fake solid wall here. It's just the aesthetics that get me, really. As well as the level design's a bit choky at points and at parts, and I understand why people have a problem with Payload Race, but if you've never played these maps purely just because they're in the like miscellaneous area, hang on. Okay, I got conch, whatever. But yeah, just because they're in alternative game modes, if you haven't tried them just for that reason, then please don't do yourself the disservice of not playing these maps, because they are quite fun. Especially this map, because of the unique thing where the amount of points you cap previous to the last one gives you like a head start on getting up the ramp. It's nothing major, but it does make it slightly interesting, and it can change a game, because it also affects how far back your cart can be pushed. But yeah, that's the Payload Race section of this map. Now we're going to move on to the second CP map on this list. It will be... second CP map? No, second payload map. Where the hell is my brain? It's going to be Payload Thunder Mountain. And I like Thunder Mountain for a lot of reasons. Purely because Thunder Mountain, like, it's aesthetically pleasing, as well as the gameplay is just fucking on point. I don't even know what to say to you. The fact that you can, in your own spawn, let me just, I hate not being able to record and edit footage, because it means this happens. I apologise. The fact that I can do this in my own spawn room, and get up here. Some people say it's neglectful map design. I say it's just damn fun, being able to jump around and do so much stuff in so many places. I mean, with the dispenser, if you're an engineer and you are an absolute douche, then feel free to climb up here, because you can get on the fence. Jesus. Let me do it, game. Come on. Nope. It doesn't want me to do it today. But the point is, you can go a lot of places on Thunder Mountain. Like, you can get up here. Look. Yeah, see? Game won't let me show it, because the game sucks.
Mission begins in 30 seconds.
Yeah, you can just go a variety of places. And I'm just gonna sort of just explain why I love Thunder Mountain so much, I guess, because it's got so many cool sort of Easter eggs, you might call them, just little tidbits that you wouldn't know about, unless you were really, like, paying attention and looking around. The first one, I guess, will be down here. I died because I'm smart. I forgot to toggle butter. Anyway,
utmost discretion on this one.
when the blue team starts pushing the cart and it gets around here, a small train that's actually hidden off to the side will spawn, and then run all the way through over to here. It's very cool. I like it. I'm just gonna get health packs for people who have OCD about health. There's another one, the little, like, thunder sounds. It's just got a sense of ambience that I like. Also world building. This thing leads out to this thing. And that thing clearly leads out to the shed here. You don't really notice it when you're playing just a normal game, but otherwise, like, you just begin to look around and be like, wow, this exists. Holy crap. My favourite thing to do on the second point is to just hide under the stairs here as a spy and just wait for everyone to walk past me. And then I stab them in the butt. It's good fun. Another horrible sniper sightline that should never have been allowed is this one here. You can shoot right the way into the back of that door, and you can cover everywhere around you, but if someone sneaks up next to you, you're just boned. You're dead. Up here, you can stand on a crane, which is nice. I mean, also you could say this is world building, the fact that this leads out, but not really. And there are some sort of swimming pools off from the spawn that you're not really allowed to see. But, you know, that's fun. The last is really where it all comes together for me, because the last of Thunder Mountain just makes me so goddamn happy. You have no idea how much I love this. It's not going to load properly, because none of it's set to load properly, because we should be on the first point right now, and we've no clip to get here, but yeah, this is what happens when you don't do maps properly. The collision's still here, but the stuff is not. Probably just to save on resources, to be honest. But anyway, this area, no one defends it because they think it's too hard to do, because there's a blue spawn gate right there. But if you're a spy and you're ever alone on this point, I highly encourage you to do this. there's usually an A sign that spawns here. You can't see it because of the thing not loading. I mean, I guess it could just set the host timescale to be ridiculously high and just go cap. Yeah, I think I'll just do that. Alright. So what we're going to do is we're going to fly over to the cart and then set the host timescale to be ridiculously high, so we can just stand on it and let it do its magic.
Damn you! Push!
I'll just set it to 5 times speed.
Push, everyone! Push! Push!
Okay, now we're going at supersonic speed. Here we go. We'll get there eventually. Oh yeah, also, if I can do this while moving this fast, you can jump behind these boxes and sit in here and chill. It's nice. Oh god. Hooray!
Get to the car! The car is supposed to move forward! The car!
Oh god.
Why is the car
This is like
not
a
moving?
challenge in
You
itself,
idiots.
trying to get the cart to move.
Get to the cart! Why is the car? Get to the cart!
Oh no, I had it.
Moving! Push the cart! Damn it! We are losing ground! Push! Why is the cart not moving?
Oh god, where am I? Oh god, where's the cart?
The car isn't moving!
Okay, well maybe if I just like crouch and follow it, everything will be fine. There we go.
Take the car!
There we go.
Gentlemen, why is the car not push?
Okay.
Mission begins in 30 seconds.
Alright. So, while we're waiting for that to happen, I'll talk about this little area.
Mission begins in 10 seconds.
Being chased and have a cloak and dagger cloak, jump up here, and no one checks it.
4,
Literally no one.
1.
You'll be safe. Right, now that last is fully loaded and everything's here. Now the sign's appeared. Right. If you're ever a spy alone, I highly encourage you to do this. If you have the cloak and dagger, cloak, jump on the A sign, and then jump onto the window ledge. That is the coolest thing I think I've ever seen. And I know another tf2 YouTuber by the name of Flair does like a jump and run series, but I didn't see him talk about this. So I guess I'll talk about it. You can actually get on top of it. Let me just like no clip up onto it. But yeah, you can get up there. It is possible. I've done it before. I'll probably not do it on camera, but I highly encourage defending it. But, you know, you gotta be careful of people doing this, because the extra speed cloaking gives you. Spies can do that now, which is very scary. And they can sneak up on your ass. I recommend building a sentry in that small cubby sort of thing, and having a teleporter down behind the cubby, and having the dispenser down by the door. And then just standing down here and spamming it with a rescue ranger bolt. Point B. I like B, and there's something a lot of you probably know about B, but I'll enlighten people who don't know about it. You see that off in the distance, that's Sniper's campervan, and if you come over here, there used to be a model of Sniper, just kind of chilling, hanging out, but it's been removed for some reason after the update. He would just be sitting, like, dangling his legs off the dock next to the beer, which I thought was kind of cool world building. It was nice. I set up sentries here because I used to be an engineer main. I used to like playing engineer. Don't really know what I main now, but you know. The map's nice. Moving on to C, there's not really many cool things about C, other than these, like, semi-cool ledges. Like, being able to jump on these boxes, I guess. But also, if you're good enough, being able to get on those things up there. I can't remember how you do it as a spy. I think it's up here onto those crates and then jumping down onto that roof.
5 minutes left.
No, my memory's definitely failing me. Anyway, you can also do this as a spy. Yes, you can fall as a spy. I'm a floppy fish. You can get up here. Again, cloak and dagger. You can just kind of sit and chill up there. Wait for the 10 snipers that sit here to show up, and then just pew their brains off. Just pew them to death. Yeah, I think that's it for Thunder Mountain. On to number 2. And my personal choice for number 2 is... it's sort of a tie between CP Yukon and CP Egypt. I know Egypt's more attack defend, but the point still stands. CP underscore Yukon. Spelled it MP. Wonderful. I'm smart. Yes. CP Yukon, more so like the second of each team. Each team second on CP Yukon is the thing I like the most. Specifically looking at it.
Hey, Scout, falling here.
Also
Think you can
because
handle
you can do some funny stuff.
Let's get him!
I'm not the fastest typer. You can go up here and just skate friends, I guess, with just a pair of legs. Boo. Ah. Last is meh. I mean, Banny's already talked about how the awning is literal Satan. If you're trying to rocket jump in. Alright. Engineers can actually build on this little bit. Let me see if I can show that off real quick. Which is one of the reasons I like engineer on this map. Because if you can get a level 3 up here, or even a mini in these bushes, dear God, people are going to be confused. They're just going to be like, what? Because you can't see that. There's no way. Unless you get kill cammed, there's no way. I specifically like the second, because it's a second. Second for me is just ridiculously fun, and I don't know why. It's probably just because of all the options you get to jump in. I mean, I'm gonna try and rocket jump now and fail hard. But yeah, you can do that, and that is absolutely the coolest thing about the second. I fucking love it. No one plays this map, unfortunately, so it's just kind of one of those sort of maps that doesn't, you know, see a lot of spotlight anywhere, but I really do love CP Yukon, and I wish more people would give it a chance as, like, its own CP map. Because it looks nice, and I don't really see a lot of maps with the sort of gravelly, dusty theme going on. Because, yeah, Dust Bowl, but does Dust Bowl have grey dirt? Grey dirt and grey dust? No, it doesn't, because it's Dust Bowl and it shucks. Same thing for the other side, because this is a mirrored map. The weather vanes are full touch, and there used to be an advanced exploit here. Yeah, other than that, I think that's it for CP Yukon, and I guess we'll move on to the thing that this is sharing the second spot with. CP Egypt. Now, I know a lot of people are like, oh, why Egypt? It sucks! No, this is my recording, not yours. It's my opinion. You know, if you don't like it, you don't have to listen. CP Egypt is just a big deal for me, because it's CP Egypt, and it's the first sort of set of maps where I really liked playing Engineer, because I thought that this made me think playing Engineer was fun. And I've had a lot of intense games on this map. Oh god. Specifically putting my sentry here with a Wrangler, back when the Wrangler was all I used, because you can prop it up.
60 seconds.
You can get it propped up on the this little ledge that's kind of sticking out, and it's very good for low level sentries, just defending, because the lower the level of the sentry, like the less height it has, I guess. Uncle Dane's some other person for that sort of talk, but yeah. That, like, it gets less and less effective as it gets taller, but cheeks. After it gets to a point where it's too tall for that strat to work, you just place it down, and then the gun does its own job, and like stands up by itself. Like, an arguably better spot for it would be this side here, just popping it down there, so it can shoot through this little crack here, without a lot of like cover fire coming at it, but with it still like kind of peeking over the barrel. Not much else I want to say about first, other than this is a cool telespot. Just putting it down here. The map's also very good for like rocket jumping classes, because you can get up here. You can get up pretty much anywhere that these small like ledges exist. It's really hard to do as like a rocket jumping class, because that curves you off of it, but yeah, you can get up here on these lips, and you can get up on that one as well, I believe. Yeah, there we go. It's a very good vantage point if you just want to spam stuff at people. As well as this for scouts. Let me just show it off. So you're a scout coming from that point to this point. They've got a sentry camping the tunnel, so you can't go that way. Boop-a-doop-a-doo. Boop-a-doop-a-doo. Oh no, I appear to have been spotted by the not good peoples that are trying to shoot me. Oh, I'm gonna do a funny little dance. And then you can get up there if you don't fail the funny little dance, but yeah, it's fun. It's definitely a great time.
Scout Miss Pauling here.
Alright, this point has a fake sort of roof, I guess. It looks nice though. It's still very good looking. I like it. This point has a dickish sentry spot. You can pop it up so it shoots over this little bit
Plant yourself
when
on
it gets
that
a
darn
higher
point,
level,
mister.
or you put it
Sensor
here
going up.
and it shoots through that hole there, and it can see down onto this ledge and down onto the stairs.
Moving out.
It can only see down on the stairs if you move it
There
this way
wasn't
though.
getting any lighter.
It also works with mini sentries.
Moving out.
If you have a mini sentry, you can prop it up on the
Go
side
on,
of that,
yeah.
but you have to get it a little bit closer than I did, otherwise
Backing up.
you won't see it.
Go
Yeah,
on,
about there.
plant yourself on the point, mister.
That's the kind of angle you need for a mini sentry to get it, but yeah, that goes there.
I'm moving this.
It's cool. Telespots, I'd probably recommend here, just 'cause it's sort of out the way of the battle, or you could put it here, in this little cubby, or here, but that doesn't really get much further than spawn, so there's not really much of a point. You used to be able to build up here, but you can't, because they patched it out the map, because they thought it was too OP. So, instead, now, I recommend putting a surprise sort of sentry here, if you're just trying to hold last desperately with a mini. Put the mini there. And, if you're a sniper, actually, on this last. I don't know if this. Yeah, the spawn entity's not there. Crap. I guess I'll spawn on blue so I can cap points and extend
Mission
time.
ends in 60 seconds.
Ah, Jesus.
Mission ends in 30 seconds.
Right. Sniper on second to last. You can actually do the coolest thing I think I've ever done on a map. You can climb up these things and stand on this pillar. Not on that one, because that one says no, you stinky. Doesn't want to be stood on. But yeah, you can sort of just climb your way up onto here. And it gives you a good vantage point on any snipers coming in from the door, because you can stay crouched and they can't see you. You just poke the noggins off. And it also gives you a vantage point of that doorway and that doorway over there. Onto the, I guess, like the last stage of Egypt. You've got this starting area, which I don't really know where to put a lot of my buildings for, so I usually just try and mini spam where possible, and if it looks like we're about to lose this control point, I move my buildings up to my sentry here, my dispenser here behind these bricks, so my team can just kind of stand here and spam the point. If there's a sniper here, they can do that as well. And the telly usually goes up here somewhere, just hidden in the bricks. But yeah, other than that, the map looks nice. It usually plays fairly well. Not a lot. I've never seen a lot of stalemates happen on this map. They do sometimes because attack and defend, it's meant to stalemate. But other than that, it's a pretty solid map and I enjoy it quite a lot. And now for like the best map in TF2 in my opinion is CP Foundry. I know a lot of people are going to be turning heads if you haven't already clicked off the video for me putting Upward as 5th best. But it's got a nice sort of, the presentation of CP Foundry is what keeps me playing the map. Like, oh, item servers are down, lovely. You've got this sort of back area. Yeah, don't look at those. Do not look. But yeah, there's like a soldier guarding a top secret door, and if you go through, it's meet the spy. I mean, not meet the spy. Man vs Machine teasers. And there it says 1961, 13th of the 22nd, 13. I believe that's supposed to be like the date that these pictures were taken or something, but you see the Robo Heavy, I believe that's a Pyro, and then Robo Demo and a Robo Demo. But yeah, these guys don't have eyeballs, which is mildly terrifying, you know. I'm kind of scared. So that's one of the cool things about Foundry. Another cool thing about Foundry is this. You can push people into it, and it's fun. But that'll rarely ever happen, because no one ever goes on this ledge. Sorry, Foundry. You can put a secret teleporter here, because not many people look in that direction if they're attacking. If you're stuck at last and you can't get your team out, secret teleport there usually always works. Dispenser can go here on this bit, and the sentry can go on this sort of thing, but on like this side of the awning here. So it can shoot onto the point if you have a Wrangler, or like I'd recommend playing minis probably for second, unless you're going to defend behind here or on the stairs like that. Even then, the crates still cover you, so it's not that great. If you're Cloak and Dagger Spy, jump up here. It's kind of a nifty spot. the midpoint has to be my favourite, purely for all the wacky stuff you can do on here that should not be possible. So for starters, you can jump on these. No one ever does, but you can. You can build up here. You can do whatever you want. You can also jump to here. You can build up here, do whatever you want. You can't build on that roof, but you can jump up there as a non-splash class, so, you know, if you want to get a medic up there, that's entirely possible, you can do that. Yeah, but you can't build up here. No matter how hard you try, it'll never happen. You can't do it, because that would just be too broken. But you can... I found that, like, placing a teleporter up on that train in the corner is quite effective, because no one really checks it. Up in either corner, as long as you're putting them here, and you turn them that way. So they've got minimum visibility, so people don't see them. Yeah, it's mirrored pretty much, other than that. I guess I'll show off some of the blue side as well. Yeah, this is sort of like a nice back area. It doesn't really do anything, but it's there, and it's cool. And so are these, like, train yard sort of things. I like it, and the trucks and stuff. It's just, like, nice looking design. Like, yeah, you can't interact with any of that, but it's cool. And then, looking down, there's no top secret door here. That's a red side thing. Oh dear. Yeah, you can put a sentry up here on these crates. I forgot to mention that on red side. It's kind of useful, but you'll get easily spammed out if they have a competent demo, or any splash class for that matter. So only use it if the team is just spamming you with scouts and there's jack you think you can do. Nice area up there. It's kind of cool. Yeah, that's it for this video, I guess. So if you liked it, like it. If you want more sort of content like this, let me know if you want more lists, more list-based stuff. Any suggestions to improve this sort of thing would be nice, would be helpful. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.